Happy Saturday to you, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I was talking this morning to an older gentleman who's lived in these mountains his entire life. And during the course of the conversation, it finally ended up about wildlife. And he asked me, he goes, "Have you seen any bears around lately?" And I told him I'd seen just a few of them. And he warned me. He said, "Bryan, be careful with them bears. They'll get you." Get you? He goes, "Yeah, man. They'll just get you, and you won't even have to ask them to get you. They'll just come after you anyway." Well, I tell you what, I'm sure that may happen with a bear around these parts up here, but it's definitely not going to happen with your dog. One of the biggest misconceptions we have as dog owners is believing that any attack by your dog, or anyone else's dog for that matter, is unprovoked. Yeah, I get that all the time. "Bryan, the attack was unprovoked." Well, again, not even these bears over here in these mountains is the attack ever unprovoked. No way. You look out over there, you see a bear, it attacks you, you did something to make that bear want to attack you. And the same thing happens for dogs. It's the same reason. If a dog ever attacks you or anyone that you know of, or even another dog, it's going to do so because it was provoked. There are no unprovoked attacks. Maybe that happens with humans, but there's no psychotic dogs. We're the only animals that have the corner market on unprovoked attacks. No other animal does. They're very consistent in the actions that they pursue. So that being said, if your dog ever attacks you or anyone else or another dog, it did so because of competitive reasons. Either you have something I want, or I want to keep something that I have from you. It's either going to do it for territorial reasons. Get off of my property. Yeah, territories are what I would consider another subcategory under competitive. It's just a lot larger resource. But nevertheless, it's a big, big, big resource that happens to hold all those little resources inside of it. Things like food, and the same thing goes with your household. You may have a big yard, but the house is what we define as the invincible center. And that's usually where you'll find all those great resources. Again, food, number one, always. Food like treats, toys, you even, furniture, a location in the home. All these are to be fought over with fang and claw with anyone else in the household or any other dog in the household. Self-defense is another reason. Yeah, you're scaring me, and I need you to back off. And therefore, I may attack you because you are frightening me at this moment. And I don't feel like I have any other options. Now, speaking of options, nature gave them three choices, three strategies to use whenever they feel like they need to acquire a resource, defend a resource, whether it be something small, an object, or food, or a territory, or simply to safeguard the greatest resource they know, themselves. She gave them the hawk strategy, and that is where they will attack. If you get lucky, you may get an animal that will display. That's part of the dove strategy, or it will flee. Better yet, then we don't have a problem. But that unprovoked attack in which they use the hawk strategy will only be used for one of these three reasons. Only one of those three. So guys, anytime your dog attacks you, again, attacks someone else or another dog, when you utter those words unprovoked, I need you to take a 4-step process. I need you to think about, what did I just see? What did I hear? Or perhaps, what did I just feel? Yeah, in case you're the one being attacked. And then after that, what story did you just tell yourself? It's unprovoked. Yep, unprovoked. Sure enough, unprovoked. So now, how's that make you feel? I'm sad, man. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. Or I'm frightened. I'm really frightened. I'm worried the dog's going to attack me again or attack my children. Whoever was attacked in the first place. So now what actions are you going to take based upon all of that? I'm going to have to get rid of my dog. I'm going to rehome it. Or I may even have to put it down. Guys, instead of going through that, know this. I just told you there's no unprovoked attack. So here's the steps you need to take. Number one, rewind. Rewind the incident. Once the incident is settled down, you're safe, you're out of that situation at that moment. I need some retrospection. I need that going on. I need you to pause for a moment and think, what did I do? Don't ask the question, what did I do to provoke this? You ask the question, what did I do, period? What was I doing? And write it down. Write it down. I was walking down the hallway. I looked in a certain room. The dog was lying in there on a particular piece of furniture. And suddenly the dog attacks me. Write all of that down. Walking down the hallway, turning left, looking in the door, walking into the room perhaps. And then suddenly I'm attacked. Write it down. Write down every action that you took. Rewind it frame by frame. Okay? Take emotions out of it, completely out of it. Get a whiteboard like I've got right here. Get a yellow legal pad. Use anything. Write it down. And if you need to calm down enough before you can do that, then do so. You need to take 30 minutes. You need to take an hour. Do whatever you need to do. Make sure the animal's put up. Make sure you're safe away from the animal, or whoever the victim was is safe. And then write it down. Because I guarantee you, when you write it down, you'll be able to figure it out. I've done enough videos. I did the 365. There's enough information out there for you to be able to glean what it was more than likely that created that attack. And, information is everything. Predictive information lowers the stress response. Why? Why? Because it gives me control of the situation. Good devil, bad devil, which one's worse? The one I know, the one I don't know. It's the one I don't know. If you know why the attack occurred, then you can change your actions. You can change what you were doing, what caused that attack. You've got that ability. Change it. If you were bending over a dog to take something from it and it attacks you, note, okay, so remind yourself to next time I see a dog chewing on something of value, don't bend over and try and take it from the dog. Instead, let's work on that dog's actions. How about it? Take that route as well. Why don't I just go ahead and teach you out? Right now, out. Let go of it. So I don't have to walk up to you. I don't have to bend over you. You just drop it. So anytime you're dealing with an attack, anything, any sort of agonistic behavior from your animal, it was provoked. And if you're the one that was the victim, you provoked it. If it was your child, that child provoked it. If it was another dog, that dog provoked it. Just showing up on a territory can be enough. Just showing up. Startling a dog, waking it up from a deep sleep can be enough to provoke self-defense. And then objects in your dog's mouth are food that you would think, golly, was that really worth attacking me over? Yeah, apparently it was. So guys, think about changing your actions based upon what you were able to determine was the cause of the attack. You don't have to like the reason why. You just need to understand what it was and what you're going to need to do to prevent it from happening in the future. And then also add in change your dog's actions. Control them. Learn how to make them let go of things. Make them come to you. Make them lay down. Make them stay. All of these behaviors, if you know what's about to happen, meaning someone's coming over to your house or your dog's asleep or whatever, all of these can help prevent an attack. But the biggest emphasis behind this video today is do not even begin to believe, not even for a second. If there was a bear right out here right now, and there's not one, I'd be very careful about what actions I took around that bear. I wouldn't wait to see if I was harassing it. I wouldn't wait to see if it decided today was a good day to attack dear old Bryan. The actions I'm going to take is I'm going to avoid that bear. Yeah, if I want to nature watch with a bear, I'm going to do it with a pair of binoculars from a long distance away, or from a nice, safe perch like I have here, way up here on this deck. But I do know this, because something that I could do could lead to an attack. I could provoke it. So one last time, quick Recap here, all attacks are provoked. Your dog's only going to attack you for one of three reasons. Something competitive. I want to acquire something you have, or I want to keep you from taking what I have. Territorial. I need you to get off my property or get off anywhere that I hold my resources. You need to leave. Number 3, self-defense. You're scaring me. You need to back off. And if you won't do it willingly, I'll make you back off. I will employ the hawk strategy. That's to attack immediately. If I'm kind of getting a little lucky today, I may just go ahead and display and feel like I could bluff you and make you go away. That's what they're going to do. You're attacked. Ask yourself, what did you see, hear, and feel? What did you feel? I mean, did you get touched? Did the animal actually grab you? Did it break the skin? Oh, geez, that's another topic one day about breaking the skin. It seems like attacks are no big deal unless they break the skin. I don't know whoever came up with that rule, but trust me, they're a huge deal. But we'll talk about that on another day. What story did you tell yourself after that attack? It's unprovoked. How did it make you feel at that moment? Angry, sad, frustrated, frightened. And then what actions were you thinking about taking? Before you rehome your dog, before you put your dog down, guys, please go pause, relax, rewind, frame by frame. What did you do? And then put the pieces of the puzzle together. And I guarantee you, if you don't come up with it exactly, you'll come up with it close enough. And that's all that matters. Just get close so that you can change your actions so you don't get close next time. And then you can start working on the actions of your dog so you can control your dog no matter how it perceives the situation. Do that, guys. And we'll be keeping a whole lot more dogs, and we'll be euthanizing less dogs, and we'll certainly not get attacked for unprovoked reasons. Take care and stay safe.